Hey, what's up, guys? It's Matt Modi with OddsJam, and what I have today is a really, really sharp, profitable player prop bet that I used using the new OddsJam mobile app. So basically, I found a bet that is trending at about a 70% hit rate. The bet that I found historically gives you about minus 233 odds, about a 70% hit rate. But using OddsJam, I was able to get it for plus 120 odds. So that has an historical win percentage of about 45%. So I'm placing a bet that wins 70% of the time, but the odds that I'm placing it at, it only needs to win 45% of the time. So pretty insane value, as I talked about. So the play in which I am betting on using the OddsJam mobile app is the Yandy Diaz over 1.5 player bases. Generally, player bases can be kind of difficult to bet on because of the high variance, but using OddsJam in conjunction with the OddsJam mobile app, which is now completely free to use, you can find profitable plays and make them a little less variant. So, of course, it's positive expected value. First and foremost, this is the most important thing about placing bets, is making sure it's positive EV. Historical trends are incredibly helpful, but they shouldn't be the end-all be-all. They should almost confirm a bet is positive expected value. But it's not going to outweigh the importance of a positive EV bet. As I mentioned, the odds that I betted at were plus 120 on BetMGM. I have it up right here, plus 120 odds, BetMGM, placed bet, and we are good to go. So the bet has officially been locked in. The OddsJam line prices it at minus 112. As everybody knows, the OddsJam line is pulled from the most accurate bookmaker in the world in terms of pricing odds. It pulls the most sharp action and accepts the most sharp action, so it's generally going to be the most accurate sportsbook in terms of what a market should truly be priced at. It's got a true representation of the market. Then the important thing to do is remove the VIG, which I did here, plus one, which actually I didn't do here. The OddsJam page does at plus 103 odds. So the gap between plus 103 and plus 120 is pretty massive in terms of a pricing discrepancy, and that equates to a profit margin of about 8.5%. 8.5% is what you can call it at. This percent here, of all the numbers that I will talk about, is the most important. This 8.45% is essentially going to be viewed as your profit margin. So for every $100 bet on this play, you will figure to make about $8.45. Now that's actually really good for a play. $8.45 is a lot. As you can see, the next closest one is about $5. But the important thing to remember is that this is only on one specific bet. So you make $8.50 on this one bet. We'll multiply that out by 20 bets over a course of a day, hundreds of bets over a course of a week, and even more over a course of a month, and you start to understand just how much money you can make from positive expected value betting. So that's everything from the math perspective. Now, let's show off this OddsJam app. It's completely new. So the app is called OddsJam Props. It is available on Apple, on Mac, on your phone. I'm on my Mac. It's available for your iPad as well. So all you need to do, so right now, this is the app right here. This is what I'm using right now. So the app, what I'm going to be doing is, so Yandy Diaz is the player that I am betting on. So let me type in his name, Yandy Diaz, and you see a bunch of different props pop up for this specific player. So depending on what you're betting on. For me, excuse me, I am betting on the total bases. So I click this, and this little graph pops up that shows you a bunch of different information regarding the player and how he's been trending. So you can look at the whole season, last 25, last 10, last 5, both home and away, both in a team win or a team loss, and you can look at his over-under. So right off the bat, we see that he's hit this in 31 of his 77 games played so far this season. Well, that's not really good. That has the implied odds of about plus 148. That's not good. What is good is if you scroll to the last 10, the last 25, the last 10, and the last 5, you see a hitter that is performing extremely well. So having access to all of this data shows that if you just go off of the season-long trends, you're not going to think this is a good bet. But recently, and depends how recent you want to go. If you want to go to the immediate recent, last 5 games, he's hit it in 4 of his last 5 games. That's minus 400 odds. That's an 80% win percentage that we are getting at plus 120 odds that has an inherent win percentage of 45%. Even if you go to the last 10, which is what I was looking at the beginning, that's 70% of the time that you get that has the implied odds of minus 233. So you're betting on a play that no matter how you slice it from the last 25, 10, or 5, this player is trending over this amount. And you can actually see the data in front of you, how much he is trending over. So the last 25, 13 of 25. So, and you can see just from this graph here that he had a little bit of a cold streak, and then he ended up, he's gone really hot the last couple games, the last 10 games. He's only missed it 3 times. And in 2 of those times that he missed, as you can see using this OddsJam Props app, he had exactly 1. So even in the games that he missed it, it wasn't like he just went totally over. That only happened once in the last 5 games. So you can see why it's so valuable using the OddsJam Props app in conjunction with the OddsJam app or the OddsJam software itself. This is also really helpful for DFS. If you're unsure of who to include in a DFS lineup, you can use the OddsJam Positive EV play just to see where the sharp sportsbooks are pricing plays at, and you can also use the OddsJam Props app to find sharp plays. So everything about this play screams profitable bet, which is why I took it for $80. You see right here, the bet has been locked in for $80. So the last thing for me to do is just add this to my bet tracker. You click the plus button, you add it for $80, you click save, and you are good to go. So that is everything for this bet. It's Yandy Diaz over 1.5 total bases. I definitely recommend tailing. As you can tell, there's a lot going in favor of this bet from a math perspective and from a handicapping historical trends perspective. So I definitely recommend tailing it. If you do, let me know. Hit me up on Twitter at my handle, Modai_Matt. I'd love to hear your feedback about what you think of the app, what you think of this specific play, what you think of anything. Of course, you can also give feedback on the comments. Then other than that, please remember to like the video, subscribe, share with your friends. But that's all I got for you. So thank you guys for watching, and have a good one.